Hey guys, Malcolm here, Survival Know-How, and today we're taking a look at my Apocabox from myapocabox.com. So what this is a bi-monthly subscription box program. And at first I thought it was, a lot like Battle Box or Prepper Gear Box, where they send you stuff every month and it's like a lot of survival gear. And I was actually pretty surprised. That's not quite what this is. It is a monthly or a bi-monthly subscription box, but it's really in its own little niche away from Battle Box and Prepper Gear Box and even Man Crate. This is kind of its own little thing. It's pretty interesting. So my Apocabox was created by Creek Stewart. He is the author of a couple of books, Perfect Bug Out Bag. He has a website, Willow Haven Outdoors. He does Apocabox, and he's also the host of Fat Guys in the Woods on the Weather Channel.
Fat Guys in the Woods, premiering Sunday, August 10th on the Weather Channel.
Off the couch, into the weather.
Actually a pretty entertaining TV show. They take couch potatoes into the woods, they show them a survival skill, and then they have those guys try to actually do it while Creek's there kind of watching them. So if you watch that show, you can see that that guy, he has a lot of personality, right? You just look at him, you can tell this guy has a lot of personality. And that is really reflected in this box. Like, his personality is in this box with these items. And like I said, this is not quite like Battle Box or Prepper Gear Box. Those boxes are really focused on the items within the box and you getting a great value. You're kind of saving money if you're to buy those items separately. This isn't that. This is focused on, I guess, like a wilderness survival experience. This is more of an appreciation of nature and actually you learning skills and learning different techniques. So let's just jump in and you'll see what I mean as we go along. So the first couple of things we get here, reptile toolwork and archery. It's like a coupon, another coupon for a bow. Here we go, Apocabox content list for February 2016. So the first thing you notice is they don't spend a whole lot of money on the marketing, I guess, within this box, right? This is obviously just printed off a printer. Just a lot of stuff here about what's in this box and the different items. If we come down here, we have a coupon for a banner. Like, this thing comes with one of these little banners. All right, so when you read the instructions, he's saying that he wants you to go out and take pictures of the Apocabox pennant, go on hikes, go on explorations, go to unique places, and try to take some pictures of the Apocabox pennant, and then I guess send them to him on the social media sites. What else we got? We have a little short story written by Creek Stewart called Stuck, and I guess it's just a little fictional story that teaches you survival lessons about being lost in the wilderness. All right, let's jump into the first item here. So we get this bag here, and inside you have this tool here with this little piece of paper, which again was just printed off the computer and folded in half with some handwritten notes about what this thing is. And I guess this is like a leather hole puncher. It's a Aboriginal Wood Shop Awl. It's just got some tubing here, and it's obviously like man-made. Obviously they have a shop and they got it like a wooden dowel, and they drilled a hole and they shoved this piece of wood in there and they made a awl. This is a handmade awl with just some like plastic tubing as a sheath. And that's one of the items that they've given you here. And then they kind of demonstrate how you can use this awl. Now this is kind of interesting. Like I said, this is not like Prepper Gear Box or Battle Box where they give you high quality stuff. This is a man-made awl. I'm sure this cost them very little to actually make, but it's interesting because it shows you how you can make it all, right? If you ever were in a really crappy situation, you could easily make something like this somewhat easily, and you have an awl for punching holes within leather and whatever else. So, okay, that's kind of interesting. A man-made awl. On the other side, we have instructions on the Ojibwa bird snare on a bird snare, and inside here they included 2 bird snare kits like this. And again, these are handmade. He must have like a whole little crew of people just sitting there carving away, creating these things. All right, so this is one that they've included. It's got some notches here for lashing to a tree. And then they've included one that does not have notches and does not have the hole. And I suppose that's where this awl comes in handy. They want you to kind of drill your own hole here and kind of create your own bird snare. So this is not bad, man. This is kind of cool. This really reminds me of the Boy Scouts and creating the Pinewood Derby cars. You know, this is a fun little project, and it's not just showing you how to use a bird snare, it's teaching you how to create a bird snare, and that's very valuable. That's a very valuable skill. So I went out to the woods and I set up this bird snare, and I got to tell you, like, now that I've set one up, I'm very confident that if I went out into the woods 6 months from now, I would remember how to do this because of this experience I had setting up and creating this bird snare. So that's pretty interesting, right? I give them a thumbs up for that. That's a plus for this Apaca box. So let's go right into the next kit. All right, we get this plastic bag, and this one is a kit to make your own fire piston. So if you don't know what a fire piston is, I've created a video about that a while back. It's on my YouTube channel. Pretty much a fire piston is that you rapidly compress air, and by doing that, it causes the air to heat up. So if you have tinder inside a cylinder where you rapidly compress the air, that heat will get transferred to the tinder, and you can ignite char cloth or some other type of tinder. So this is a kit on how to make your own fire piston, again with some handwritten notes and just some photocopied pictures on the back. So again, this is pretty interesting. This will teach you how a fire piston works, and if you're ever in, you know, a Walking Dead situation, you know, you might actually be able to create your own fire piston if you can find the right material around. So I didn't actually go ahead and create a fire piston. I've already got one that works pretty well. But again, so this is kind of a neat project. It really makes you think a lot about the Boy Scouts. This is a good learning experience, right? You do this project, you do the other project, this stuff is going to be in your brain, and 6 months, a year from now, you're going to remember this because you didn't just read it in a book or see it on TV, you physically did it. So I'm cool with that. That's kind of fun. It's kind of neat. All right, so next up, this is kind of the cool item that we got this month, and it is a tarp for creating a tarp shelter. And this looks like a pretty rugged and durable tarp, and it's got the like the reflective material on the inside to help reflect that heat back in towards you. So pretty neat. So not only did they give you a tarp, but they also gave you another handwritten book by Creek, and this demonstrates a lot of different variations of tarp shelters, right? If you have to use a vehicle, if you have ropes that you can use, if you just have sticks. There's, man, I don't know how many variations there are. Probably like 10 different variations of tarp shelters within this book, and they all have these handwritten notes. Also included in this is how to make a couple different items, how to make like a bushcraft chair, a bushcraft bed, a table, like a heating and cooling, so how to make like a firewall, how to tie a couple knots, and a few other things, and these are all just handwritten notes. All right, so that's all the cool stuff. Now we're getting to a couple of weird things that are included in this box. All right, so we get an Apocabox pouch right here, and inside we have like a pea pod or sea pod, right? Pretty neat. Neat little pouch. I like this. Got the Apocabox logo on there. You know, I might use this little pouch. So, okay, that's cool. Kind of cheap, but very cool. We also have 2 balloons. I am really not sure what these are for. Okay, I just figured out what the balloons are for. So it says, this month's box contains a bonus skill challenge. One of my favorite fire starting methods, it's start a fire using milkweed filled latex balloon and naturally sourced milkweed pod. So he's saying that somehow with a latex balloon and these milkweed pods, you can start a fire. And he has a link to where you can find a video of how to do this, and that's the kind of challenge. Okay, so that kind of makes a little bit more sense. So a challenge to start a fire using these two items. We have a fire PVC Velcro pouch, and then we have whatever this is. I still don't quite understand what these are. Let's open this up. Wildflower honey. Because wildflower honey makes great antibacterial, antifungal, boosts energy, reduces inflammation, strengthens immunity, relieves sore throats. All right, so it's all these, it's like a herbal remedy, all these different benefits of having wildflower honey. Okay, like that seems kind of random to me, but okay, that's cool. And then the rest of this is just scraps of paper. All right, guys, so that is everything that's in the Apaca box for February. Now it's time for me to give you kind of my overall impressions and my final thoughts on this product. This is interesting. I was not expecting what I got in this box. I was expecting just another battle box or prepper gear box where it's all about the gear that you get and just getting cool knives and cool stuff to go out and play with. This is more about getting you up and off the couch and going out and having experiences, right? It's filled with challenges. Challenge to make your own bird snare, challenges to create a fire using these two items, a challenge to create your own fire piston. Creek Stewart obviously has a real love for the wild, and that really is reflected in these boxes. Like I said before, it really reminds me of the Boy Scouts. These are kind of fun Boy Scout-like projects. If you have kids and you're trying to get them involved in the wilderness, right, I think this is a great box for you. Even if you don't have kids, if you just want to have the experience of creating your own bird snare or your own fire piston, this is kind of a fun and neat box for you. Just know what to expect ahead of time. Don't get this and expect to get a bunch of cool gear and cool knives. This is really for nature lovers and people who are looking for fun things to do out in the wild and looking for an excuse to get up off the couch and go out in the wild. So if you guys want your own Apaca Box, you can go to myapocabox.com. You can find out more about it at the website. If you want to find out more about Creek Stewart, he's a really interesting guy. He's a real character. You can go to willowhavenoutdoors.com. He's got a store there. He's got courses, like 2 or 3 day courses you can actually take. There's a blog, there's videos there. There's other fun challenges that you can do relating to survival there. And you can check out his TV show, which is Fat Guys in the Woods, and that airs on the Weather Channel. If you guys are new to my channel, hit the red subscribe button down below. I upload a lot of videos about prepping and survival. And until next time, guys, remember, knowledge weighs nothing.